Bro, that's the ones I've been cooking the most, to be honest. I just started my stream, by the way.
Oh, okay. You need me to let you go?
No, you can keep talking, bro. We just chopping it up.
Am I on
Unless
speaker?
you, yeah, you're on speaker. Unless you're done with what
Okay.
you were talking about.
Um, yeah, I mean that's really all I got. I don't know. I like
Did you write anything for the one song I sent you with the, I forgot how it went. You told me to sample it from Instagram.
yeah, I listened to it. I had some. I just never put it down.
Got you.
Yeah, I need to do that shit. I haven't even plugged my mic up or whatever. I just been so like out of music. I have music ready like right now, like a whole project ready right now. I just have like I have these things where it's like I have a certain amount of songs and I already have that amount. I just want to like make something new and then replace it with something, and I just try to make make something perfect out of it. Like I want all my projects to be. I low key want to be that artist that only drops projects, like no singles at all. And if it's like it's a random song, it has to be from something, some kind of event, like something going on. So like your stream, you had that event uh, for the new year, or was it New Year? No, it was
The hundredth
your
hundredth stream.
yeah, yeah. So it was for your birthday and then the 100th stream, and I had that going. It's like okay, well there was a reason why I made that song and did that song, and it's like
Oh, the
I want to be
challenge.
that.
Yeah, the challenge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to be that guy who's like only making music or dropping music. Sorry, not making music, but dropping music for the sake of like dropping it. Like it's meant to be a story because like my last album was so like I thought it was so like perfect. All the way I planned it, at least, that like I want to top it every time. It's just like what goes in the back of my mind, like making sure it's not just some here it is. I guess it's got to be like something going on for me to
Right.
drop. But I feel like I'm getting to that point for sure. I think I think I put something on my Instagram. I was like, my next one is like it's called Michael, and I feel like I put on my Instagram somewhere. I said Michael 2025, and I'm like, I'm looking at it now. I'm like, is it gonna be 2025? I don't even know.
Mm.
I don't even know what I want to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm the same way. Like, I really do be like, I feel like maybe I'm overthinking. That's me personally. Like, I feel like I'm overthinking.
Hmm.
But at the same time, like, I was watching this video and they talking about just do it, like, just drop. They said the stuff
Yeah.
that you overthink. They said this is like why dumb people are rich, and it said that dumb people don't really think too much. Like, we're at a crossroads. Either take a left or take a right. We're calculating what happens if we take a left. They're already taking the left while we're sitting here for trying to calculate. And then if that's the wrong turn, they're already up to the next turn. You know what I'm saying? They're already at the next. Oh, it was wrong, but I'm on the next thing now, so it doesn't matter if I was right
Right.
or wrong. We're so
Right.
overthinking it, and perfectionism and being perfectionists. Like, the one thing about me is I feel like I'm a dead smack in the middle. Like, there's a part of me that I drop whenever and don't care, and there's a part of me that wants to do things correctly. Like, oh, promotion, 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 push, 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 and pre stuff and all this extra stuff. But and I don't know. I have a couple
Yeah, I
more
was
months left, so I might drop just to do it.
right. Yeah, I was I saw some guy's TikTok or something like that. I was following him. He makes these videos where he's like driving in a car or whatever. It's like his POV, and he was just talking, and he's like I do the like the don't what was like the don't think or like the don't blink method or whatever he called it. And it basically is like for him it's like he grew up as the age that he is and he used his entire life up to that point to like have the basic like human right understanding of how the world works that he understands, and he feels like he's so secure that he can just go throughout the rest of his life by just not thinking. Like he just does what the human reaction, the animal in him, basically, like the animal instinct in him, that just tells him to do. It's so like I low key have been like I've been doing that. Like what do you mean
Yeah,
the
bro.
guys like
Overthinking kills, bro.
oh
I,
for sure.
like, I found that out. I was reading this book, and it's like that's the reason why I don't do things. Like, it keeps you stagnant. You'll be
Yeah.
stuck for so long because you're overthinking.
Right.
Then
Like he's
then
like,
think about the happiest moments you've ever lived. You weren't thinking, bro. You were just
right.
living. You were just living, literally.
Yeah, so I feel like I've gotten to a really good place where like I just stopped. Like, because when I do that, when you do that, when you spend all day thinking, what do you do in the night usually? You kind of like sit there and have time to unwind. So either you like overthink then, or you just like calculate every single reaction, every single word you said about something throughout the day or did whatever you did, and like you think about how you could have done better. And it's like if you just go in the moment and tell yourself that you are 100% doing what you thought was 100% real, true, like reaction to whatever you were doing, you can't get mad at yourself. Like it's just you just don't think at all. It's
Right.
like you are like a real human being that has compassion and empathy for a situation, but like you don't think twice about it. Like you're just
Right.
like, okay, well, this is how I'm supposed to react. And then when you look back at it in the night, you really don't even need to. You just sit there and be like, oh, I did this today instead of whatever. Like I get moments where I grin my teeth and I'm like, why did I do that? But they're so, one in a few now where, like, this conversation we're having right now, I'm not even going to think about it after this. Like, the whole thing I was just feeling about you, about whatever, like, it's just, that kind of was a buildup about something, but that's the one and rare thing that I'll just shake off and just keep moving on. I don't know, that's what I've been on, I guess.
Yeah, man. I honestly like I've been reading so much self-help books to the point where it's like I'm moving on to my financial books cuz like I feel like I graduated them self-help books
Oh, for sure.
cuz the As a Man Thinketh, there's a lot of books that I've been reading and like audiobooks too cuz I do mostly audiobooks to be honest, like if I'm being keeping it a buck.
Now you got to start reading, bro.
Yeah, I do. I have some books. I read The Game, bro. I finished The Game already.
Oh, okay, the one you read in the car.
Yeah, that book goes so dumb. It's such a good book, bro.
Yeah, with the one I'm on right now, uh, Timmy, he gave it to me. I don't think I told you. I think it was on the phone with you or something. I told you. I got it right here. I've been reading this. This has been great. It's called The Case for Jesus by
Yeah, yeah. You showed
Grant
me. You sent me a
Trey.
picture.
Yeah, I've been reading that. Dude, that shit's been so eye opening. There's people talking about like their personal relationship with Jesus. That's like not mentioned in the Bible. Like the people's names are mentioned. Some are. They talk about them, but then there's like others that like were in the crowds of certain moments. It's just so surreal, and they're talking about like what their grandfather, like you know, it's like either they were in the moment or like the memories were passed down through a couple of generations, which then they finally wrote it down of
Right.
what they had saw or what they have heard. And it's just I don't know. It's a great book. Like just trying to get a closer connection with God.
Yeah, bro. God is the foundation, bro.
Oh, let me ask you this: how do you feel with the whole Charlie Kirk thing? Like, you don't got to get political, but like as a morality thing, like as a human being, how do you feel about that?
No, I think that joint's crazy. I remember, like, I don't know too much about him politically. Like, I've heard he said a lot of racist stuff and a lot of things like that. But overall, that dude got sniped. Like, overall, that's the craziest thing in the world. Getting assassinated is no joke.
Yeah. Before I say anything, I had a lot of people who did never give a fuck about my social media presence at all, who suddenly gave a fuck about me, and were asking me like at work and DM me about certain things that I posted or whatever. Where my stance on it is, I've seen his videos and I've watched interviews about him. I personally don't feel like he's racist, and I feel like as a morality standpoint, he was a Christian and a really, really respected Christian. That no matter how I feel about him politically, which I'm not on his side about, I'm not left or right or conservative or liberal. I'm so in the middle. It's not even funny. I take every single situation like individually. Like my beliefs are individual and more or less closer to God, which would be more red. But I still have my own beliefs. I'm still my own human being, and I'm still like repenting for how I believe.
Yeah, my
And
thing
it's
is, it's like I don't like things like that. Like when people, like when political figures die and pass away, they don't really look at it like that. Like
yeah,
I feel like this is just a dude that died, in my opinion. Like if you want my honest opinion, it's just a guy that got shot, kind of crazy, like in a crazy way, in front of his family, which is messed up. But
Yeah.
overall, like, people just like to pick sides, and people love to champion people's deaths when it's one side versus another side, and that's kind of what you sign up for when you're a political figure. So,
Right.
is it a shame that people are saying is it a shame that people are saying, "Oh, good for him," boom, boom? Yeah, it's a shame, but this is what he signed up for. Not even gonna lie, he knows people hate him. People hated him the same amount people hated him. They don't hate him any more or less than his death after and before. So that's to be expected. Like, I don't know what anybody expected. Like, oh, that's cruel, da da da. And it's like, bro, people hate this nigga. Like, obviously they hate him. Like, he's been rage baiting people since TikTok's been around. So it's like every time I see him, it's always TikTok rage baiting students.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
that's kind of all I know of him as. But then they said that he was a big supporter of Trump's thing and this, that, the third. And, you know, that's another thing. I think Ella was telling me about that. She said she was watching it live. I think Ella is kind of like, I don't know what it is. I don't understand politics. I'm keeping a whole buck. Like, I don't know politics whatsoever. So when she tells me certain things, I'll be like, okay, cool. When she tells me other things, I'm like, all right, cool. I take it for what I get. But if she's talking about, oh, I'm a Trump head, I do this, make America great again, da da da, I'll be like, okay, I know that that's like a little extra. People treat it like religion. I don't think politics should be treated like religion.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah, so, like, my stance on it is, like I said, like, it's all morality based, and I feel like so many people, some people do a lot of heinous things, but as a personal private Christian, and I try to live my beliefs the way I cover in the Bible and I read it. Like, there is just no end where death should be okay, no matter who you are. Like, I'm talking Hitler. I'm talking.
Bro, you and me both. I feel like you and me like have the same outlook on that. Cause I was talking to my uncle and he doesn't believe that at all. Like, he says that, like, what if a person killed your mom? Like, how would you feel about that? And I'm like, if he kills your mom and then he dies, like they sentence him to a death sentence, you're not gonna at least feel like, oh, good for him. I told Uncle, I'm like, no, like, that's not, revenge is for the gods. Like, that's not up to us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't.
Right.
That's a quote. Like, yeah, I believe in one God, but like, it's a quote that says revenge is for the gods. Like, that's what I mean by that, though. Like, we're not supposed to be seeking revenge and doing the types of things like that. Like, that's not healthy for us, and it's not good for us in general. It's evil. So I get where he's coming from, and I understand, and I would be angry, but at the same time, it's like, I'm put to a test at that point, and I'm choosing to feel this way. I can also choose to do something positive with what happened to me. You don't have to choose negative and choose violence. So I understand what you mean when you say it can go from Hitler to Charlie Kirk. Like, it can go either way. Like, respect the dead no matter what, in my opinion. That's how I always seen it. I remember I got in an argument with Addison about this. I was like, Addison, like, personally, like, this is kind of the first time our morals were brought to question. And I'm like, best example, Jeffrey Dahmer had a funeral, right? And my sister was like, ew, who's giving that guy a funeral? I said, that's kind of messed up. And she's like, why? I was like, cuz he's still a human. Like, I know he ate people and it's messed up, and I'm not a sympathist at all. Like, I'm not sympathizing with him, but he's still a human. You know what I'm saying? He was imperfect. His brain was literally messed up, so he thought it was okay to do these things. From a godly, like, forgiving standpoint, if I was God, God forgives everything, and you have to go through your reckoning. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, from looking at it from that standpoint, it's like, okay, he died in a cruel way too at that. So it's like, he can get a funeral. Like, what, like, my sister's like, he shouldn't get a funeral. I'm like, that's kind of messed up. Like, what if everything you're doing right, everyone in the world thinks you're doing wrong? Like, your brain is mentally deformed to the point where everything you think is, I'm doing the best thing I can, I'm doing the right thing, this is right by my eyes, but the entire world thinks you're a sick maniac. And then you die and someone says, oh, you don't deserve a funeral. You'd be messed up. That'd be kind of effed up. So it's like that's kind of where I guess the sympathy would come in for that instance. But that's anybody. Like I fight for people's rights that they're wronged by everybody because it's like you're not in their shoes. So I'm not saying, oh, go Jeffrey Dahmer, go Hitler, yeah. But I'm saying like you don't know what they did these things for a reason. They're evil. They grew up messed up. You know what I'm saying? I have plenty of friends that grew up with messed up backgrounds that do bad stuff, but I don't judge them for it because that's just who they are. I'm not saying they eat people. I'm not saying they cause a Holocaust, but I am saying that they do bad stuff. And it's like you kind of just gotta take the good with the good and the bad with the bad. So respect the dead at the end of the day because that could be you. You could be tomorrow. You wake up thinking that it's okay to do these certain things, and the entire world goes against you. You need somebody in your corner, and just because you're a human is the only corner that I have for you. Just because you're a human and you live this imperfect experience with me, we both got to walk on this earth. We're humans. You deserve a funeral. You deserve to have your mom attend your funeral. His mom is the only person that went to his funeral.
Yeah, so like how I feel about it is like this, right? So I said I wouldn't get political, but I get religious. So like Jesus had said, I'm paraphrasing, obviously. Like I'm not good enough Christian yet to know word for word, but paraphrasing in the Bible, Jesus looks, and I'm butchering this so much, but not at the same time. Where Jesus looked at somebody was like if you were a holy man with me, like a sheep. And I was the man of the sheep, you would not hit me across the face and slap me across the face. Then the guy says, like, I'm going to hit you across the face. And then Jesus is like, you wouldn't if you were with me, you would know better. And if you knew who I was and a full believer in me, like I'm trying to convince you to be and tell you it's the only right way, you wouldn't hit me. And then the guy proceeds to take his left hand, which is unholy, because anything left hand is unholy. So it's like, people when they write with their left hand and you're Catholic, they tell you not to, and they like hate you until you become right-handed. Mm-hmm. It's like a lot of Catholics are ambidextrous, like they can write with both hands. So it's like it's the guy taking his across the face with his left hand, smacked him, and then people were like, well, like see, like he just didn't act out, like he didn't respond. So like that's the way Christian is supposed to be. But the way I believe it is that in the Bible, right after that happens, Jesus does do something. He doesn't just sit there and take it and be like, well, shit, I got smacked in the face. He curses at him. He tells him off. He's like, if you weren't already a follower, or like I had a chance to be a follower of me, it's no longer valid. Like you've already done too much, wrong. That no longer do I feel like you're with me, but you're with him. And so now being said, like you will face your the repercussions for.
When was this? Like after his baptism or before his baptism?
Jesus was never baptized.
What, bro?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Dylan, it's not Dylan. He did get baptized, bro, at 30.
You looked it up?
No, I just know the Bible, bro. I read the Bible so many times in my life.
I don't think he was ever baptized.
But where's that coming from? Like, where do you think he's never gotten baptized?
It doesn't ever say in the Bible he got baptized.
It says he got baptized by John the Baptist. That's why John the Baptist is named John the Baptist. That's his.
But John the Baptist. But John the Baptist was like he like owned like sheep, like he was a herd, like part of a herd.
I'll look up the chapter and send it to you. I'm pretty sure he got baptized, bro.
Yeah. Anyways.
But that's also like, so the reason why I ask is because after he got baptized in the Bible, that's where he got his memories from heaven back. So he was with God making the heavens and earth. Like if you read the beginning, he says in the beginning, God created the heavens and earth. He didn't mention him creating Jesus, but as evidence shows throughout the Bible, Jesus was his first creation. So the first thing he ever made was Jesus. And he lived in heaven with him at the time, and his name was Gabriel. That one blew my head off when I heard that as well. I don't know if you believe in that, but his angelic name was Gabriel. Then wait, was it Gabriel? No, it was Michael. My fault. It was Michael. I'm sorry. His heavenly name was Michael. So God created Jesus, then the heavens, then the earth. So Jesus, aka Michael, is watching this. He's watching him create everything. And then he watches the humans, Adam and Eve, go against it. He's watching everything happen. He's watching life from beginning to end, basically. And as this happens, he brought him down to earth to die for our sins. And Jesus didn't know he was Jesus. Kind of like, you ever seen The Matrix?
Yeah.
So kind of like Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves got sucked into the simulation, and he's like, "What are you guys talking about? I'm the one. Like, what do you mean, right? Like, what everyone's saying, I'm the one, I'm the one, I'm the one. I'm going to this oracle lady. She's talking about, oh, you're not the one. He's saying you are the one. What are you guys talking about? That's Jesus up until he was 30. So when he turned 30 and got baptized, dipped in the water, that's when his heavenly memories came back. So when he got his heavenly memories, that's when he started preaching and doing miracles. He didn't even do miracles yet. So he died at 33 and a half. So I'm not mistaken, 33 and a half. So 3 years on earth, he went across, he did a world tour, healing people, fixing the blind, fixing leprosy, fixing all these people, deaf, blind, dumb, leprosy, donkeys are talking, a bunch of crazy stuff he's fixing and doing miracles. And then died, right? He got crucified, but like my religion believes he didn't die on a cross, he died on a torture stake, but that's small details here and there. But basically, he didn't even know he was Jesus. He wasn't aware of his being and what he really was capable of. He knew he was the Messiah, but he didn't know the gravity of it until Neo dodged them bullets. You know what I'm saying? When Neo said, I am the one. Jesus said, I am Jesus. Like, he knew he was Jesus. Neo knew he was the one, but he didn't know until he knew. So the baptism was that. Like, him getting baptized was him getting that. Like, I can do what I want. I can manipulate this reality to what I want to help others. That's when he reached that point. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm sorry. I disagree with this so much.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead with yours.
So when Jesus was conceived, angels came down and told Mary that she was going to be delivering
Messiah.
Delivering his son. Like, he just said his son, and that he was to be taken care of and be taken away. It was Africa, or was it
Bethlehem?
No. He was taken away because the king at the time was trying to kill him, because all the people of the town of Bethlehem. Yeah, you're correct. Of Bethlehem, the king at the time of Bethlehem, there was a crowd forming because Mary was going out telling everyone that I'm going to conceive this son, even though I'm yet to be able to carry. She tried to have kids, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
So after Mary, they argued. Mary gave consent. Mary did give consent, and then they ran her the caretaker, who was not her husband. Obviously, he was just kind of like a guy who was his father technically, but not through conceiving. They all ran to I believe it was Africa. No, it was Egypt. Sorry, it was Egypt. Yeah, they ran to Egypt, and that's where he spent most of his kid life. As his dad was a carpenter, so he also became a carpenter.
Yeah, Jesus was a carpenter.
But he knew that, though, right? They all knew that through the angels coming down.
Yeah, they knew Jesus was Jesus, but they didn't know. Like, they knew, but it wasn't tapped in yet.
But the thing is that I feel like there's some kind of screw here, because the Bible doesn't mention anything until he ultimately comes back. Like, once he comes back to Bethlehem to go to Jerusalem, to where he spends that tender of his years back, they don't really know exactly what happened. So I feel like you're just kind of adding that in almost, if that makes sense.
What do you mean? So they don't? You're saying that they didn't know until he came back?
No, they knew, but the people didn't know until he came back, and that's when he showed everyone where he met his 12 disciples and gathered everyone.
That's basically what I'm saying. I'm not sure exactly where he traveled, but after that's why I can find the chapter in here in the Bible, bro, and send it, because he had to get baptized in order to get his memories. After he got his memories, he didn't do any miracles. Like, he just was an average person almost. Like, he was just the Messiah. It's like you being born as like Biggie Smalls' son. You're like, oh bro, you don't know this, but your dad was the best rapper alive. And it's like you got all this pressure on you, and you're like, oh, like I'm supposed to be the best rapper next because my dad did all this stuff, right? Imagine if Biggie's son got thrown in Brooklyn and baptized in a gutter and then just came back as the best rapper in the world. He locked into what he was supposed to do. So it's like that. Like, everybody around Jesus was telling him, bro, like, you're a baby of a miracle. Like, Mary conceived you at an immaculate conception. You're the Messiah. If you read here, everyone's trying to kill you. Literally, they tried to kill him before he was even born. Like, I don't know if you know. If you read the Bible, like, there's literally... That's the whole Bible. The whole Bible is literally the devil trying to kill Jesus before he was even born.
Yeah, because whatever happened after he got conceived and they brought all those gifts to him, the king told his guards to kill anyone that was 2 years or younger. When he was just born, they said 2 years or younger, and that's what made them leave to go to Egypt. Yeah,
no, they were, but that even before that, bro, the whole Bible's literally. If you think about it, the majority.
He just had been born. He just had been born at that point. Like, he wasn't even over the age of 1 at that point.
Yeah, like the whole, like the majority of the beginning, middle of the Bible is just about how they're going, like, lineage. They're going from Mary's great granddad, and they're trying to kill the person from the beginning because they knew that Mary would be the one to have him. And you know what I'm saying?
The Bible, it's like when you talk about Genesis, nothing was mentioned about Jesus because Jesus hadn't come yet. Like, I don't believe that God created Jesus first or Jesus second. There's a lot of people he created first. Over the 2,500 years ago, and it's just I don't believe that's accurate.
What, like, you don't think he created Jesus first?
No, I think it went through the generations and generations of people until they got to that whatever it is 2,500 years ago.
So the reason why this is more of a personal mix with what I learned, but the reason why I think is because the way Jesus spoke to people. The way Jesus spoke to people seems like he knew more than what he was supposed to know if he was created at X amount of days. He has a certain love for God and that's another thing. People believe that Jesus is God, so it gets really confusing. So I'm just speaking from two independent. Like, I believe in Jehovah. Jehovah's one thing, and then Jesus is his son. So he speaks passionately about Jehovah, and also he speaks from perspective of being next to him while creating the earth. There's certain things that he said that is like, whoa, like that's a little bit like you were probably one of the first. You have no choice but to assume you were probably created either right after or right before everything else. But then that also makes me beg the question, Satan was created either before or after as well. Because he was the one he became jealous and went down to earth and chose to mess us all up with that fruit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he's seen what God's capable of and said, I can do better. That's basically what happened. And Jesus was the one that was loyal and said, nah, like, I'm just going to abide by my dad and do what he tells me to do. And Jesus kept it a buck every single step of the way. That's the reason why Jesus is such, like, in my opinion, Jesus is probably one of the biggest steppers in the world because he kept it so clean. He spoke in illustration.
He was sinless, yeah.
Yeah, he spoke in illustration. The way he spoke to people wasn't like, he wasn't trying to talk down to them, but he was speaking like, oh, like obviously, like, you know what the right thing is. Like, the birds are chirping and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't give an example, but he spoke in illustration. He didn't speak.
Matthew told him it was like these just feel like metaphors. They're not like, well, obviously the word at the time was a metaphor, but these are gaps. Like, what you're saying isn't fully what you're saying, but it's a different kind of meaning.
And it makes it makes you reflect on yourself much more. It has more power to it. And he knew that.
People know.
Yeah, it's like he moved gracefully. Like, he moved real gracefully. So it's like, when you think about that, that's only from heaven. Like, that Jesus came straight from the top. For real. Like, but the thing is, this is what Jesus brought to humanity, right? That we don't know about, or that we can't, that people don't tap into nowadays more often than not. That we have that in all of us. We have a little piece of the holy. We're created by God. We have that in us. We're capable of moving as gracefully as Jesus did. We're capable of loving one another as Jesus wanted us to. We're capable of all these things, but we don't. Some people don't believe that they're even able to change, bro. I just had a conversation at the Kingdom Hall with somebody. I'm like, it's a shame there's people on this earth that think they can't change. They think that they can't change. We're humans. We grow every day, bro. We're capable of all different types of things. Change is inevitable. How about that? And people think, oh, I'm stuck in my ways. I'm just an evil person. I'm staying evil. That's just who I am. There's people that say that to themselves, and it's crazy. Mm-hmm. And that's what X dealt with, bro. That's the reason why X was so magnifying, because he wanted to change. He was doing anything it took to change. He was doing alchemy. Like, nigga really looked up alchemy. Like, you're going against God, basically, doing this because you just want to change so fast, so quick. You want to do it tomorrow. But it takes time if you want to do it the right way.
Right.
How you practicing alchemy? That's crazy. Like, he's doing witchcraft, bro. That was disappointing hearing that, bro. Like, when I heard that, I'm like, it messed me up, because he always preached, oh, you can get what you want in this life if you work hard for it and you do it. Bro, you didn't work hard. You had the devil on your side, low key. Mm. Like, Jesus got tempted by the devil. He went to the woods, fasted for 30 days, and the devil came up to him and presented him all the kingdoms of the world.
It was a desert.
Yeah, I think it was a forest, desert, whatever. And he was like, all these can be yours if you bow down to me or do an act of worship to me. You know how easy it could have been for Jesus to just bow down and call it a day?
Yeah, he said turn these stones into bread, or turn this what is it? Turn something into water, turn something into water.
Yeah, he was basically trying to tempt him. He's like, bro, if you're really Jesus, you could do this. Right. Like, come on.
Like, and then Jesus said basically, like, if I'm Jesus, I wouldn't need to prove this to you that I am. I just am who I say I am.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The Matrix, if you watch The Matrix, it's a perfect representation, in my opinion.
It's funny. I was talking to Timmy, who's extremely Catholic, like just straightforward Catholic. Has never like faltered faltered away from his beliefs. And he was telling me how Lent is just so amazing and so peaceful. And you don't need to be Catholic to go through Lent. I think this year, I might do it. I think I might go through Lent. But the thing about Lent, though, is that you can give up something. That's the whole point. But you're supposed to get something that brings you joy, like true joy. So, like, with me, as I sit down and think about it, and then only start to like eating like just fish or just something I really love, and something that really brings joy. Like the person who played Jesus in The Chosen, he had an interview with someone who's a non-believer who just converted to Christianity, I think it was, and he was like, yeah, I do Lent, like I love tacos a lot, so I'll just drop tacos. And he was like, no, tacos don't really bring you joy. You need to just drop something you can like that actually brings you like day by day like joy to your soul, like, and stop that for the 42 days, and then you feel so great by the end of it. It's something powerful. I think I might do it this year, and then continue it on. Obviously, I don't want to do it for 1 year and like be disrespectful anyway. So like whenever I do it, I do it every year.
My homies that are Muslim, I did fasting with them. They do prayers and stuff like that. I ain't do all that, but I definitely did fast with them for a couple of days. That joint's hard.
Yeah, I mean that's like that's all year round for them. Like they constantly fast.
Now there's a certain time of year that they do it though. There's a certain time. It's like during the springtime or something like that. They fast and pray. They have to pray.
Yeah, I know a lot of their stuff. Just like monks, they also do that too.
Yeah, but for me, it's just like there's I think that Jesus was a dope person, man. And I would have these conversations with Addison, and she would not know anything, dude. She wouldn't know a single thing of what I'm talking about when it comes to Jesus. And I'm like,
well, that's what I was. Sorry.
And I'm just like, you go to the church and you read the Bible before you go to sleep, and it's like, what are you reading? What are you really picking up? You don't know nothing.
That's what I was talking about. I was like, I haven't feel like I've been so like black sheeped, ever like social media wise as I did like posting the Charlie Kirk stuff, because I had like all Alex's and her friends like just fucking looking at me and asking me questions about my faith, and like being Christian, like you're supposed to question everything. You're supposed to question everything, which is the beauty of like of being Christian, is like there's no other religion that allows you to question like him himself, or like you yourself or other people. But the thing is that you're supposed to do it in a serious but like non-selfish way, like as like a ability to like get someone on the right path. So like when someone questions you, you're supposed to like come at them like graciously and make sure they're on the right path and whatnot. And the people that were asking me questions about my faith and whatnot, I just felt like they just weren't, and I just felt like they just only cared about
arguing.
Oh yeah, the political sense of it is like if it's what color is it? Is it red or is it blue? And it's like there's so much more to just being red and blue. The leftists that I listen to, but don't listen. I read his stuff. I don't listen to him. If that makes sense. His name's Destiny. He makes like YouTube content. He's radical, super radical left. He's right in the middle, but he's more or less left. And he talks about certain stuff. What was I going? Where the fuck? I just drew a blank. When he talks about politics, he was like, one thing I always agreed on with him that he said, he was like, no matter what side you pick, you ultimately have to agree with everything they say. Like if you're with right, you're more on like things closer to religion, closer to God, and stricter border laws and stricter or less strict gun control and just things like that. When you're on the left, you're like more about like the individual and less strict on like abortions and Plan Bs and medication and like people paying as much as like younger, but they want the more rich to pay more. Like you had to agree with everything. Once you say you're one side or not, that's why like just the politics just mean nothing. There's so nothingness. Like why can't you just have individual views about everything you individually believe in? Like picking a side just means nothing. It's so pointless.
Yeah, dude, politics is gonna ruin everything. Like, or it does ruin everything. Like, my dad is heavy in politics. It just pisses me off. I think I'm so for real when I say this, and I kind of don't care if I offend anybody. The dumbest people are in politics. There's no doubt about it. Like, people that care about their kids' future is one thing. I'll that's the only grace I'll give. People that care about like the state of America in 2036, those people are the only people that get a little bit of a pass, because sometimes the fabric of what we're doing now does build the future. But at the same time, people got to understand that we're out of control when it comes to most of what's you think you're in control of. Like, you can have an opinion all you want, but it ain't gonna change nothing. Just because you have an opinion that's a little radical and you follow a little radical speaking, and this dude he says it how it is, and he da 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 da, doesn't mean it's gonna change anything. Just because you as an individual support or don't support it doesn't really change much in my opinion. I've always felt that way. And there's never a good conversation when it comes to politics. Like, it's only a divide. You gotta be smart enough to know what things are here to bring us together and what things are here to separate us. Why would I subscribe to anything that causes separation? We're supposed to be together. We're, what I'm saying? You're my neighbor, you're my person, you're my human. We're both humans, we're supposed to love each other. Why would I subscribe to anything that causes a divide? And there's no respect, like, oh, you're red, I'm blue, we could still be cool. No, that's not a thing. Bloods and Crips have never been good in the history of ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure that they have been, but at the same time, it's like, they're separate for a reason. They have gang fights and war and violence for a reason. Same thing with everything else. Like, bro, you can't just look at it and be like, oh, this makes it. Like, I'm not going to a anti-war rally. I'd rather go to a peace rally. You know what I'm saying? Because the peace rally is only highlighting peace. Anti-war rally, the big key word is war. Big key word is peace on this side, while the big key word is war on this side. I learned that in The Secret. If you read The Secret.
No.
In The Secret, it says that, when you speak, you have to speak with perfect, not perfect, but like intention. Like, you got to speak with a good tongue. You can't say, "Oh, I hope I don't get in a car accident," because what does the universe hear, bro? Car accident, car accident, car accident. Now, if I say, "Oh, I hope I make it to my destination safe," what does the universe hear? Safe, destination, making it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how it really is, and then people don't really see that when it comes to politics. That's a perfect example, because they hear politics and then they don't see the separation. They don't see it. They just see their side and like, "Oh, I'm right and you're wrong." Yeah, I feel like I have a very innocent mindset.
Yeah, it's just good to have. I don't know. I think it's just weird. Me, my personal opinion is, I think it's weird that people like they instantly go to one side or the other. Why would you want to be on one side or the other? Like it's just so weird to me. I don't know. It's like, why would you want to conceive a side and then take on everything that side has to believe with, even though you may personally not know of, because it's probably a relatively new thing at the beginning, and then also like you just it's not like a thing passed down through generations. Like it's individual belief. So it's like, why would you want to conceive something so like full of history, but like lack thereof of like how to get there, like how to fully be, you know, a liberal or conservative or Republican or.
My thing is, people really die and dive over their political standpoint, and it's like, bro, like
crazy.
This is new. This is low key new. Like having a political standpoint that you're willing to die over is brand new. Our ancestors ain't do this stuff, bro. Like what? Our ancestors weren't talking about some. Oh, I'm a liberal. Like no, nigga. Like what? No one. They did not do this. They lived their life. They lived peacefully. Our ancestors didn't do this.
Right. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Imagine living in a world without politics separating people, bro. Like that's a place I want to live.
Right. I feel like at that point though, humans would just create something else that'd be just equally as
separating.
As separating. Yeah, because when after Charlie Kirk died, one thing that I also saw that I definitely agreed on was like this is just like the propaganda isn't what side is better than the other side. The propaganda is that you are instantly going to social media and then separating yourself from one side, and that only just divides us like as people. And like the fact that you're not looking at this in a morality standpoint says more about anyone who's not doing it in a morality standpoint and is strictly going to politics, who automatically, to me, in my personal opinion, are just not okay. It's not good. Like as a human being, you're supposed to be well mannered, and we all have a unexplainable, unpredictable, like societal structure of how humans are supposed to react. Like we are all still animals at the end of the day. So there's that animal like precaution where like there's always a bad apple in the bunch, and we just know how to handle it without speaking a single word to each other. It just happens. And it's like if you were just going to be that person who like throws it out the window, is like that's not right. I'd rather just do this or do that. It's just like, to me, like you're not completely understand who you are yet. Like you just know how to be a part of a group, and that's amazing.
Oh my goodness! Right imagine like I remember in school, like certain kids was so big on politics, and I'm like, nigga, you can't even vote yet. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
What are we really doing? You have a standpoint. The Young Politicians of America group. I remember that was a thing, and like high schoolers would do that, and it's like kill yourself. Right. By the time you're an adult and can make your own decisions, you might not even care about this stuff. This is your parents' brainwashing being rolled down the hill, literally.
Right, because like you're looking at it where in that case, like I'm in high school and I'm someone, including like me as like my actual self. Like if I was to get in these arguments in high school, it's just who knows more, or not even that, who can make one side sound more accurate than the other person. Like you don't know. Like as kids, we were like, as teenagers, and maybe even now, like people who are not fully like in that depth of field, we really don't understand. Like you may understand the highlighted points you see online, but like you're not living the life. You're not protesting or being a part of these moments. You're not truly there. So the fact that you can take a stance on something that you don't fully grasp on and leave it up to what's this side or this side, not a morality thing. Like, morality is different. Like, you can take a stance on morality because you understand as a human being what should be
what's right and wrong. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why, like, when I saw him pass and people were like,
dude, you want to know the biggest one? Abortion. Like, the biggest one that people really get so bent out of shape is the abortion one. Like,
right.
That's where it crosses the bridge into religion. And I think that they should be separate, in my opinion.
Right.
That's where they really messed up, trying to put religion into people's political opinions.
Yeah, there was so many deep things. Like, because even with abortion, like, leftists were talking about, like, they were trying to say at these rallies that, like I was saying earlier, like, Mary never gave consent when she was conceived, when she conceived Jesus. And it's like, it's so far from the truth. Like, it literally says in the Bible that he came down and says, like, you will take our son and raise him. And she was so overwhelmed with happiness because she was
a faithful, God, she was mad faithful.
She was telling God that I want a son, I want a child, that, you know, I can't conceive on my own, and I want your help. It's basically what she was saying. And, you know, the Lord,
yeah, but Jesus, not Jesus, but she had other kids after Jesus, by the way. I don't know if you know that. Like, Jesus had earthly brothers.
I don't believe in that. Sorry.
Bro, he did. That's in the Bible, documented, bro. Joseph, they had kids later on in life. So I'm pretty sure he had 3 brothers. And then Joseph died a little. They don't really talk about that, but Joseph did eventually die. Because back then, Jesus's brother had to take care of Mary because, like, he didn't have there was no man in the household. So after Jesus died, he told his brother, oh, make sure you take care of Mary, something like that. And you have to look up, like, there's a cultural background on that. Like, why would Jesus tell him to take care of mom when she has a husband? But that's when it gives the evidence that Joseph died before Jesus died. I think they didn't put that in the Bible for a reason. It was one of the things that just kind of got overlooked. It's one of those details that you don't really notice until it gets brought up. Like, the Bible isn't about Joseph and his lifetime, so it's like, okay, like, he died, but they didn't really talk about it. I'm pretty sure Jesus wasn't there for it. I'm pretty sure he, like, passed away, but nah, Jesus had brothers, man. The one thing I don't agree with that everybody, like the Catholics, love saying is that Jesus had a wife. What? Jesus did not have no wife.
No, I don't know who the hell would agree with that.
He had women that he was around women a lot. Like, he had women. He preached to women. This, that, whatever. He respected women heavily, but he did not have no wife or girlfriend.
I was say he never lusted. The bro was completely sinless. Yeah, I don't know. I just looked it up. I have my Bible and I could look it up. Like, I was looking up like where the verse is at. I can look at it myself. But it says in the New Testament, Jesus is described as having several brothers and sisters. The exact meaning depends on how one interprets the Greek word ADLF or PHOI. So ADLPHOI, which mean biological brothers, half brothers, step brothers, or even close relatives.
Yeah, so technically they'd be half brothers because it's Joseph and Mary's kids, but because Jesus is a holy, like, Jesus was God's child, so he'd never had any real brothers, but there were his earthly brothers.
Yeah, right. It says in the New Testament, sisters are referenced in Mark 6:3 and Matthew 13:55 and 56, but their names are not given.
Yeah, there's also accounts when he was younger, he had brothers around him, like his actual brothers.
Yes, as Protestant tradition often understands them as Jesus' younger half-siblings, children of Mary and Joseph of Jesus, and then Catholic and Orthodox tradition usually interprets them as cousins or Joseph's children from a previous marriage. So it's all about perspective.
I think that's true too. He did have half-brothers from Joseph's previous marriage as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, it's just that.
But later on, him and Mary did have kids. Joseph and Mary. Because in the beginning, there was a couple people like Sarah. Sarah was unable to have kids, and then God helped her have children. I'm trying to see. I'll get back to you on that one. My sister showed me that one. I learned that when I was little. I was like, "What? Jesus had brothers?" I was like, "That's tough." Imagine being Jesus' brother. Imagine being Jesus' like blood brother. Like what?
Yeah, I feel like Jesus is 101.
He technically is one of one. Like no one else came down and had another Jesus, but Mary and Joseph, like his earthly family, like Joseph isn't his dad, but he respected him like he was his father because he raised him as his. That was
Right.
his,
Yeah,
you feel me?
when he was conceived, it was when he was conceived. It was literally them coming down, giving her the light, which helped her conceive, and then she basically just had an idea of lust for him. Well, both ways. There's both ways for Joseph and Mary, but then he ultimately wasn't a father. He just was a person who stepped up and helped raise
Yeah.
him.
I feel like there's no animosity though. I wouldn't be salty about it. I get to raise the Messiah. I be telling my sister, I'm like, what if someone has a chair made by Jesus, bro? He was a carpenter. There has to be something that's left.
Yeah, there's like the Garden of Bethlehem that's still up today, and there's trees out there. The only tree that I wish I would want to see is the fig tree that Jesus cursed. Like it's like the most like confusing thing that I've read in the Bible, where I want to know the reason why. Like, why did Jesus curse a fig tree that was not growing fruit in the time that fruit was supposed to be growing that time of year? Like, it was supposed to be doing its job, but it wasn't doing its job, and then Jesus cursed the fig tree. It's like,
I think I remember that account. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, there's like people believe it's like he only did it as like another metaphor.
It was a metaphor, yeah.
It was like him doing it for a separate reason. Like, I gotta ask ChatGPT to see what they say.
I remember the account being that someone was supposed to do something and they didn't do it. So Jesus, as an example, did that. I remember something like that. It like withered. It was supposed to be blossom, but it withered instead.
Yeah, like it was supposed to be the right time of year for them to be growing, but it wasn't. But it looked healthy. It just wasn't at all. Like, it was tainted with.
But alright, Dilly, I'm about to do this stream and then go to sleep. I ain't gonna lie, it's late.
I got you.
You got work tomorrow?
Yeah, I work at 4.
I work at 5.
Let's go.
Yeah, you work till 10?
Yeah, somewhere around that.
Okay. You want to go to the gym with me and Donnie after work?
I'd be kind of down.
I'll text you.
Bro, Planet Fitness and Avon look crazy.
Like, busy or?
It looks so nice. They upgraded everything.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'd be down to see that.
Alright, bet. We're probably going to go at 10. 10:30.
Yeah, I should be out by like 7:38.
Okay, bet.
Alright.
Alright, bro. I'll see you.
See ya.
I'm not going to lie. This is a time of night where I be shooting from the half court. Because I ain't got nothing better to do. But I feel like ever since I became single, no one ever, their phones just don't work, bro. It don't matter if I'm shooting. It don't matter if I'm computing. I don't know what's up with this live stream. Hold up, is there nobody in here, bro? Did this joint just start? Alright, regardless.
Feel it daily, can't accept to young love. It got the best of us. Time, the same road. Oh, we will never know how to close your eyes.
so we could let it go. Cause all we know, yeah, it's time we will lose control. Yeah, there's no in between. Yeah, there's no in between. Yeah, there's no in
In between, there is no in between. I remember that. Look, dead homies, I'ma kill everybody that I know. I don't even care about what they say, I'm going slow. Shout out to the dead homies. Making sure that... Yeah, that seems like very West Coast. King of the Trap Volume 1. This is the top sound pack on Splice. I only have 8 credits left, so we're gonna use and abuse them. Excuse me. Excuse me. I like that one a lot. No, I'll be right back. I gotta piss, bro. My splice ended, bro. I gotta pay for that joint again. Actually, I'm probably gonna pay for it. I'm tired of that. Big shout out to, you know what I'm saying, and big what's your name, you know what I'm saying, big, you know what I mean. My boy Donnie texted me. Hold on, let me answer that knee. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can pay that. $13, bro. We about to move it over. Let me see. Man, $13 for Splice is crazy. Yeah, we might skip it out today. I'm not gonna lie. I downloaded a bunch of stuff though. Hold on, let me listen to the melody and try to recreate it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the smart way to move. I really love that melody though. It was different. I like how different it sounded. Hold on, let me listen. I can't add things to my favorites. You're dick eating. I can't even add to my favorites. Like the favorites is not even downloaded. All right, so E minor, 158. We about to recreate it. What's that noise? It's like a sign. What was that? It was E minor. Solitude in E minor. E minor, alright, yeah. Sounds stupid. That joint just broke. It did break. That's crazy. Come out here. know it sounds crazy. Trust the process. Bro, are you serious? In my head, I said if there's something that. I literally said in my head, if it crashes, I'm just gonna get off for tonight. But I was cooking, kind of sick about it. Let me see if I can just go ahead and recover it, bro. Documents. Nigga, image line. Nigga, FL Studio. Nigga, projects. Nigga, backup. There it is. If my FL crashes, whoop-de-doo. My computer can't handle it, whoop-de-doo. No, I'm not gonna lie, that made me sick. I ain't gonna lie. Because that guitar was really good, actually, too. You knew I was on some sauce. Come on, arcade. I had it set for every 5 minutes, so maybe it did a reboot at a good time. If arcade is in there, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm still not gonna save it. This computer better learn. Better learn how to render when I would need it to, me. He said, we've encountered an error. You think I care? Alright, so about to delete arcade. Get that up out of here. I like that noise, bro. All right, y'all. All right, it's your boy Istopherprod Productions. I just made this beat from scratch. Make sure y'all tune in for the next stream so you can see me how I built this beat from scratch. But everybody take a listen.
We love you, Isty.
This is your boy Istopherprod Productions. Let me know if y'all like this beat. Make sure you tag a rapper or something like that. Make sure you get him some good beats from me.
We love you, Isty.
I'm about to go to sleep. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all take care of one another. This stream has not had any of the homies in it. I'm not gonna lie, 3 views is crazy, but we keep on climbing, keep on building. I'm consistent. I don't care what nobody gotta say, do, take from me what they gotta do. I'm gonna build back up brick by brick, piece by piece. I could care less about that, but y'all be safe. Peace. See, boys, for production signing out.